as it were.
Mubiba?
Mubida.
Yeah, the
Mubida.
Mobita, who is satisfied with our our big magic and the reforestation and returned to whence he came, where they came. I don't want to gender the Mubita. And yeah, and then I think that's like pretty much where we wrapped up, right? Like I don't think we did anything else, but that was a pretty exciting. There was a pretty exciting car chase through the woods that would definitely make the highlight reel, and that's about what I remember. Am I missing anything?
Um, the very last thing that was said before we faded to black was Martha turning to us to say, "That was really weird, guys. Do you do this a lot?"
That's true.
Martha had a heck of a day.
Yeah, Martha did have a heck of a day. So I would say, as the keeper, that you guys would fast forward uh, a week or two. I don't like you guys can have your holiday. Even evil takes a break during Christmas, I guess. Um, Nobody's at work. It's just easier. Um, but yeah, no, I would definitely fast forward a few weeks. Um, if that's okay with you guys, and this is something you need to take care of in the next couple of weeks. Is there anything with
No,
characters you would like to explore or do before I dump you something on you guys, or is there any kind of I guess extracurricular stuff you guys would like to partake in? Is there would you do any research of your own? Would you try and do anything like I guess? Well, how would you spend those 2 weeks? I'll ask Radrio. How would you spend those 2 weeks with Dr. Saunders?
Gosh, I don't know. Radriel would probably feed some ducks some watermelon. Wait, no, what time of year is it? It's getting late for watermelon feeding, isn't it?
It's winter time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's winter time. Probably not
Winter.
so much then. Um, I guess it would just read. If there's nothing going on mysterious that guy hasn't reached out to us about anything, Saunders doesn't, assuming Saunders doesn't have anything for it to do, it would probably just read.
Yeah, Lorenzo probably over this course of time or this passage of time, yeah, Lorenzo has been um at least quiet on the giving you guys a mission type front, if you know what I mean. So he would be cordial and have a conversation with Dr. Saunders if inquired for whatever reason, but
Oh, Radriel would help decorate though if Dr. Saunders does that.
Oh yes, I Dr. Saunders loves Christmas, so
Mhm.
it would be decorated. Yes, there'd be tree and lights, and not too ostentatiously, just right.
definitely like a slow motion reel of Iggy going through his stocking and just pulling out like dry soup mixes.
Nice.
these ones I made myself.
They're tasty.
Perfect. So yeah, Iggy over Christmas. Actually, never mind. I'm thinking of something completely different. Um, it is the new year. I'm gonna have it be Nowy times. I'm just gonna fast forward us to Nowy times, like January, whatever, 2022. Um, sorry, I gotta remember where I am. So you guys find it is quiet. Dr. Saunders, what do you do?
um, well, I would introduce Radriel to decorating for Christmas, like we stated. Um,
Mm-hmm.
one of his favorite seasons, so the house would be festive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So that would encompass a lot of. He would take that downtime to kind of just forget what trend, not forget, but holiday time is to focus on that. Um, then the melancholy chore of taking it all down, and then he would be researching, probably grading. I guess because that's grades are due at the end, right? December.
Mm-hmm.
for the
Finals.
finals. So he
Yeah.
would be busying himself with a lot of that. And in between the festivities and post holiday festivities, he would be researching.
Anything in particular, or are you looking to do an
Um,
actual role here, or
um, well, he would be researching all that we've went through. I
Yep.
think what happened was we did discover things, but how much of research did we really do? I don't think we did all that much. Just a kind of so he's going to do the deep dive. Probably with coupled with his research would be to do like looking further unusual stories. She'd be kind of googling, surfing the net, maybe
mm-hmm.
doing the Spencer, trolling some
Doing
forum.
trolling the internet? Yeah.
Yeah, just uh, c- refreshing his law library. Um,
Absolutely.
that kind of housekeeping stuff too, just making sure his mystical library is
I'll take this into
inventoried.
consideration when we do some investigates. I'll
Mhm.
give you some +1s for some
That's my
lore stuff.
long-winded way of saying
Yeah.
this is what he's preparing for the next mystery. Sorry, I took up so much time.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh,
You didn't take up too much time.
okay.
Ignatius, how do you spend your Christmas vacation? You spend it muted.
I hate the world.
Spend it in footy pajamas and
Perfect.
yeah, I mean, sleeping a lot. I'm a teenager.
This is true.
Perfect.
Yes.
Um, should I play the intro music and then get into
Yeah,
the? Okay.
I like the intro
Let's
music.
let's play the intro music.
I want to make this my ringtone.
You want to bang your ring down? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's way at the bottom here and then hidden. There we go. And introducing Ignatius by Josh.
I don't hear it. What happened?
You don't hear?
I do.
Oh, I hear it now. I'm a dumbass. I didn't have my interface on. I'm stuffing my face with barbecue chips.
So it fades up, and you, of course, now get a. Oh, it's not being loud for some reason. There it goes. Did you hear that, Brian?
No. No problem.
Well, you get a campus alert.
Okay.
3 students were found dead,
Ooh.
grotesquely mauled in one of the biology labs on campus.
Mm.
It looked like the campus alert was extremely strange, and because it said it was like a large animal attack, but they found the bodies mauled inside one of the engineering labs, the bio labs. So it just doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense. the alert because it's like a wild animal attack in the middle of a, you know, the third
Right.
story of a lab building.
Do they name the students, or are their names being withheld?
The alert itself does not have the names of the students, but given your faculty status, if you were to make an inquiry, you would be able to find out the names
Yes.
of the students.
I am going to do that. I'm going to make inquiries to see who they are. That if it's just a random or it's specific, because a wild animal attack in the third story biology building, it seems.
Yeah,
It was
they
due to
were.
him that would be targeted because it's just, well, nothing's out of the realm of possibility. So that's lead one, I should say,
Mm-hmm.
given what we've experienced thus far.
Because of your association with being faculty and everything, you can find out that all three of these students were working in the lab because they're undergrads. They're trying. They were doing, like research lab work, and they were all students of Dr. Emily Wellsworth, one of the professors on campus,
Okay.
who runs that floor of the lab.
What was her name again? Wadsworth? Emily Wadsworth?
Wellsworth,
Wellsworth.
WELSWORTH.
Okay.
Wadsworth. I wouldn't do that to an imaginary person.
Well, it's very, very Ivy League-ish.
I'm Mr. Waddletoff. Oh.
How well would I know her? Would Saunders have any association with her? You know, she is in the sciences. Just what's her little bio? Would I just
You wouldn't.
cursory?
Yeah, it would be cursory. You wouldn't know her personally, I wouldn't think, unless for some reason you want to.
No, I'll keep it mysterious. Oh yeah, very good friends.
Yeah, you wouldn't have any particular relationship with her. Um, I mean, if you asked around other faculty, she has a good reputation. She doesn't um like no like screaming red flags like somehow she beats students or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not really sure what kind of a gossip you would be fishing for, but she seems like, you know,
Mhm.
she's a science lady who does science lady stuff in the science department.
Indeed.
Does she have a kind of biology area she
Right.
focuses on or specializes in, or maybe that she's doing
Science
research
lady.
now?
Yeah. Yeah. If is this how is Radriel making this inquiry?
Oh, I am sharing this as it develops. I find
Yeah,
it best.
Radriel will just ask it out loud while he's sharing that then.
Mhm.
I didn't know this. Did you guys know I believe the help out and protect someone can be rolled retroactively? You can roll them after other people's
I
rolls
did
to
not know
help out.
that.
I didn't know that, no.
Oh, ooh, that's a good piece of information to tuck
Yeah,
away.
I was very verbosely reading the Tome of Mysteries, and Michael
Nice.
Sands talks about it, especially to mention it when he does convention games, because it's a party game. So he's like, you helping out is part of the thing. Like jumping into the fray and trying to help out should be all part and parcel of the game. Anyway,
Well, I
Oh.
feel like that maybe could have been included on the reference sheet, because
well, that's fair.
I look at that a lot.
Yeah.
But
It's just something
yeah, that's
nested
good
in
to
Tome
know.
of Mysteries. I don't know.
Huh.
I was reading today. Anyway, so yes, she specializes in xenobiology, dealing with unknown species, and
Ooh, that's a little bit of a flip.
along that lines, the students themselves were in bioengineering.
So there is a link, even if it's 10 years. I'm going to look at her. I'm going to try to get some background on her.
Yep.
With the oracle that is Google. If she's into, because this leads into a little bit of a trope too, so I'm going to explore this.
Perfect.
If she's into bioengineering, xenobiology, her students, I'm going to see if there's any corporate or military links to her background. Did she
What-
work for, like,
What season
Genco?
of Buffy are you on again, Brian? What season of Buffy?
I got derailed. I'm watching Dimension 20, so I have to get back to Buffy.
Oh,
I fucking love Dimension 20.
dude,
I think
it's so good.
So good.
it is that guy, the
Brennan?
DM, Brennan,
Mhm.
he's phenomenal. I think every 15 minutes he gives like this poignant little soliloquy with the characters. I mean, I'm like, holy shit, this guy is. I think he's on par of Matt Mercer, or maybe even better. I think.
Told you.
I like him more because he has levity, whereas Matt Mercer tends to play a much more serious game. And I like
Yes.
that Brennan's have
Yeah.
those moments where it's silly, but it fits.
That it
It
get
doesn't
deep.
take you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm sorry. That's my aside.
I digress as well. But I
It's
100% agree.
Bioengineering. Bioengineering, is that making mechanical things that are like living things, or is that the other way around? I gotta Google Radriel Googles
Perhaps
bioengineering.
my
Oh, yeah.
ignorance, I'm just smashing words together, but in my head it was like GMO stuff, like engineering biological organisms. I don't mean like mechanical bio interface.
Mm-hmm.
I mean like whole cloth creation or genetic manipulation into new
So how? Oh, okay. That's what
organisms.
I was thinking too. How prestigious, or what's the level of the bio department here at Penn State or State College, wherever you say
It
Penn
is
State?
the Eberly College of Science is well renowned for being really good.
Okay, so we're in close proximity, correct? We're not Everly College. I thought we were different.
I was, for narrative purposes, just gonna put it on this whole engineering thing on campus here in State College. But if you guys want to go to the greater
No,
State
it's
College
good.
campus,
So how is State College compared? I mean, are they trying to compete? Is there some competition between the two?
The Eberly College of Science is part of Penn State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all
it's
the
very weird, dude. Don't even. They're like,
I'm sorry.
no, she's
State-
fine.
No,
You're
no.
fine, pretty girl. You know it far more in depth. It is this weird nebulous college university whatever thing. There are colleges, like there's the college of something that's inside Penn State and the college of another thing that's inside.
Oh
Penn
yes,
State.
it's like Albany too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's about 20 different colleges inside the university in
University.
Penn State.
Now heads out of my.
And that's not to be confused with the fact that there are 24 campuses.
Yeah, which is like SUNY, exactly like SUNY, only Penn State's network.
Anyway,
Right.
it doesn't matter. None of that matters for our
None of this
storytelling
matters.
at all.
Actually, it might, because if it's so renowned and it's high quality, meaning education and research.
Emily
So-
is well regarded in her
Mhm.
field.
So there is some kind of link. We just have to uncover.
Ignatius, are you still awake?
Yeah, I'm here. I think I'm in like school though. Like I don't know why I would be with you guys. I'm trying to figure that out.
I'm trying to figure it out too.
Well,
Like, I
break
feel
is
like,
over.
I wouldn't say break is
uh,
necessarily over. The undergrads are doing are staying on campus to do work. They wouldn't leave with the
Yeah, so we're still part of the winter break.
yeah. I mean, they'd be allowed to do that, right? Like they would.
Oh yeah. If you're a research fellow, you don't leave campus.
Yeah.
But what about Ignatius? You're in high school? You're a senior?
I'm in high
Or
school. Yeah.
You're a senior. So I don't know. Are you a senior? What are you?
I
dude?
think I'm a junior. I
Okay.
don't think we really specified.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say I'm a junior.
Okay.
All right. Because usually they're back in school now. If this is early January, so the school
So you,
shut down.
so you
Yeah.
guys, but Radriel and Dr. Saunders are talking via by group text, or you guys are actually talking?
I presume that they're in Saunders' home.
We're
Oh, so
talking,
you're
but
Yeah.
yeah, but how do we include Ignatius? That's so.
you guys should be
Adam
like
Gabe,
blowing up
how do we?
you blow up my cell phone by like talking on the group text while I'm in class.
There you go.
Oh, maybe Ignatius is like, yeah, I'm bored in this class. What's with my supernatural fighting team? What are they up to? And kind of peppering us with. So,
Yeah.
and I guess we kind of clue him in. Why not? Because he's a member of the team, right? No. I think we're looking
Zeno,
beyond his young years. You know, he's the team, so he should be privy
Yeah,
to
and
all this information.
we probably all had an agreement that we'd reach out if we saw anything
Mhm.
weird happening. So
Yeah.
xenobiology, isn't that like only in alien movies? That's not
I
really
thought
a
it meant
thing, is it?
aliens as well, but Dr. Saunders says that it just means unknown creatures.
I thought so. I thought maybe I'm just
Well,
a poopy brain.
No, I
oh
think it
no,
does. It
I
just sounds like alien stuff though. Cause
it
Xeno,
does.
right? Xenomorphic
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xeno.
Well, Dr. Saunders, the alien part's not lost on him. So, you know, X is the unknown, right? Is X unknown in mathematical equations? So that's the X. It's unknown.
There you
So
go.
perhaps is it extraterrestrial? Because at this point, really, I'm cohabitating with an angel. You know, we've seen so much, and so it's his bailiwick Saunders, so nothing really surprises him. Like an extraterrestrial connection would just be proof that the universe is, you know, that there are other things and it's not monotheocratic. What lies beyond.
One doesn't necessarily mean the other.
No, I'm just saying
That's
this is just another layer for him to explore. It's extraterrestrial.
for sure.
It is intriguing and a little disconcerting at the same time. So yeah, so Iggy's in a loop, and we're like, we don't know. It could be ?
So maybe we'll just all meet in a park or something and go for a snowy walk and share our ideas. I don't know.
So what? We have gleaned any other information about this wild animal? Maybe I might have to do some shoe leather.
When
Gun shoe.
when were they found dead?
The well, the direct alert does not say what time they were found. If you again, there's no reason for me to gatekeep this behind a roll or anything. If you were to like wait for the news to come out, I don't know how long you guys do your own phone internet gumshoeing, but you would the news article a news article will come out saying that the 3 students were found horribly mauled in an apparent, implied question mark, brutal animal attack on the 3rd floor of the biolab, by one of the custodial staff at approximately 2:00 in the morning.
You guys want to go check it out? I want to go check it out. I've never been to a xenobiology lab.
Nor have I. I think that may be our most prudent path forward as well.
You might actually
So
be
I'll
the
meet you guys
gumshoes.
there.
Yeah. You can get there if you need. Yeah.
All right. So Ignatius is gonna avoid the hall monitors and duck out behind the security system and hop in his rusty old AMC Eagle and drive over to campus. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
He's definitely gonna be listening to some like Van Halen on the way over
How classic of you.
to.
Not very millennial of you at all.
It's the tape is stuck in the car. It's an 8-track and it's just stuck in the tape player, and I can't get it out, and there's no radio, so it's the only thing I can listen to.
Oh my gosh, that's the best. I just wish the tape would break so it would shut off.
My freshman year of college, I lived with a guy who had one of those combination TV VCRs,
Uh-huh.
and Ferris Bueller's Day Off was stuck in there, and
Could
we
be worse.
couldn't get it out, and we couldn't really tune anything in. We watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off like 160 times that semester. It was, I've
Wow.
seen Ferris Bueller's enough times. That actually, after that, on the same tape was Braveheart. So I knew that if I stayed awake through the end of Braveheart, I had stayed awake too long.
That's a little different. Those
Oh
are
my
two
God.
very different.
Yeah.
And they're both feel good movies.
Oh my goodness, that is a lot.
I
That is a
stand
lot of
corrected.
Matthew Broderick. Mm.
Yeah. Don't go. Bow. Bow. Oh my. All right.
Yeah, you guys can. Wow, I went at a weird DJ voice there. Yeah, you guys can.
Yeah.
Meet up wherever you would like on the expansive State College Penn State campus.
Maybe we'll meet at a little cafe, coffee shop, doodad thingies like a Starbucks or whatever.
There are
Not
plenty
would be.
of coffee shops. I would assume there is even a plethora of Starbucks themselves.
Yeah, one of those to kind of one that's close to the biology science building.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe as we get our lattes or coffee,
Let's see.
we'll hear some scuttlebutt. Maybe read the crowd, overhear some shit. You know the comings and goings of the students, teachers, faculty.
Sure. How do you? What is this? What does this look like? How do you guys start interviewing staff and?
Well, I guess we all meet up. We kind of have our who's Chelmsford requires coffee to start. So sometimes, if you let things simmer over coffee, your thoughts coalesce.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will meet up. And then I think is there anything going on? Is there talk? Since we're close to the science building, the science area, people in a coffee shop, is there like a little bit of buzz going on? Is there some conversations we could maybe pick up on before as we talk about how we're gonna go inside, start talking, doing our investigation?
I apologize, man. Could you repeat that real quick?
Sorry.
You're fine. It's my fault.
We meet Ignatius. I don't know if he got there. We're deciding what to do, how we're going to actually conduct this investigation. Boots on the ground.
Yep.
In the interim, like I said, Saunders likes to think over coffee. As we're discussing, is there any ancillary buzz about what's going on? There people talking, or the faculty in there talking?
Absolutely. Like if all you hear are people talking to one another about how like they're all mystified. They're just like you presumably would be like an animal attack on the third floor. What are they doing up there?
Is there any other in this conversation? No, it's a long shot that is either has an explanation or is kind of poo-pooing it or something that kind of stands out besides just speculative gossip. So should I read a bad situation? Investigate a mystery?
I guess my issue as the keeper is what there's plenty of speculation, right? There would be plenty of people taking long shots at what it might be. Whether or not Dr. Saunders will be able to filter the wheat from the chaff, I'm not sure.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
you
Okay.
know,
Fair enough.
it would run the gamut, right? Just like you guys did. Like xenobiology, people have these conceived, or these preconceived notions of what that translates to. Um, Bioengineering, you know what, what are they up to there? What's going on?
Mm, mm,
So yeah, they would be throwing around all kinds of speculative um, ideas of what happened.
mhm. Okay.
If you, I don't know. I guess my question is, can you sift the wheat from the chaff, or
Did
Well, my only
the
go ahead.
did the doctor that was overseeing the lab, is she one of the people that got killed, or is she still alive?
she is still alive?
Can Dr. Saunders, you think you can finagle uh, your faculty uh, card to find this lady? Because she probably has a better idea of what was going on there than anyone else.
Maybe the custodian too, though. That he found the bodies.
Yeah, I would go that agree with Radriel. Like,
I
you know,
think both though. Like I
yeah, to
do think
start
we should talk to her.
start with the custodian and then work our way up. Because when did this happen?
They don't really know when it happened per se,
Oh,
or at
okay.
least it wasn't any news report. You do know again that the body was a found, apparently that's a word, was
Mhm.
found around
Mhm.
2 a.m. in the morning by custodial staff.
Mm. All right, let's seek out the custodial staff.
What time is it now?
Breakfasty time, I want to say 11 o'clock.
If he works at 2 a.m., he's probably not here now.
Mm.
So seek out the professor then?
True, yes, if he found him that late.
And if she runs the floor, she's probably around maybe, but we can go look.
Sure.
Yeah. Go.
Do I need
I
like
mean,
do anyone have an ID I could borrow? I have to blend in with these
an
science students.
ID.
Yeah, I need to get into the building somehow.
I just figured you'd get tagged in by Brian, or rather by
Yeah, you could.
Dr.
Yeah, we'll just
Saunders.
do that.
It's the middle of the day. I don't think they're blocked in any way. If school's in session, you can just act like you're a prospective student. You're
Mhm.
considering Penn State.
Yes, you're
I
a
think
junior. So yeah.
I think Penn State's actually considering me in this case.
You got it. You got it. Know your value.
Know your value.
Right, go with
Absolutely.
it. Don't be intimidated.
Never undersell yourself.
Mm.
So, to no real surprise, although they are still trying to conduct business around the building, I'm gonna move you over. I decided I'm gonna put you guys in the. Oh, Jesus, that's enormous.
I don't have vision.
Of course you don't. And now it's gonna change the size too.
Mhm.
So everything's gonna get really weird for a second. Hold on a second.
It's gonna get really weird.
Yeah, it's just gonna change the size and just change it back. Yeah, now it looks really weird. Now I have to change it back. This is a really weird bug. That isn't my bug. It's just really weird. I decided to put you in the veterinary biomedical sciences building.
All right.
Mhm.
Can you guys see? I'm not sure if you can
Yep.
see.
I can
Okay.
see now. It's got a
Mhm.
pin on it.
Yeah, I left the pins.
That's cool. I'm just saying, as a way to verify that I'm looking at the same thing.
As mentioned, that they are still trying to conduct business, but like
Mhm.
you guys have found multiple times, this is effectively an active crime scene.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, we're smooth and suave with
Yeah,
those,
you
as
guys
I
are super
recall.
smooth and soft with the cops.
Hmm.
Never had any issue with the cops.
That's right.
I'm gonna
All
seek
right, well,
out.
the bird, the amateur ornithologist cover is not going to work here.
No, no, I didn't even bring my hat.
Oh, the hat would have solidified. They would have divulged all their secrets.
No, but if you're a prospective student, then you're
Mhm.
right. They have to woo you and let you get around to
Mhm.
check out the lab and see if it's
Yeah,
up to your measure.
damn right. So, there is general traffic around the base of the building. There's actually news reporters outside. Kind of, you can
Mhm.
see them blabbing at cameras about unknown deaths, etc. But you are able, as faculty, able to hand wave your way into the building at least. Um, they have you're able to traverse the building as normal.
Mhm.
What? But you're on the first floor. What's your course of action as you enter the building? You do notice that there are kind of police stationed, um, and it looks like they're trying to talk to people, at least try to get an idea of where people are headed. Uh,
Mhm.
so they have someone posted at like the stairwell and near the elevator
What?
to make sure people have reasonable
Mm.
business to be in the building. It's not just some reporter with a bunch of cameras going up the elevator, effectively.
Mhm. Well, I would. I don't know who's well with this crime scene going. I know campus police would be around.
Mm-hmm.
I would seek them out. Like I would avoid like state or county or probably state would be here. Um,
Yeah.
or the county too to come in, so it'd be campus police, county, state, whatever jurisdictions would kind of all intermingle. So I think being faculty member, I would stick to campus police.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, maybe if we encounter them to just inquire, since I'm a member of the faculty, maybe I know, maybe they'd be a tiny bit chattier than the others. We'll try to look for custodial staff as we're transversing this to, I don't know. Kind of stay.
Radriel, do you have any ideas before I
Yeah.
I'm
and
gonna look.
Ignatius after that?
I'm gonna look for one of those boards that says what rooms are where and how
Mhm.
to find them, and look
Smart.
for Emily
Smart.
Mhm.
Wellsworth on there.
Smart. Um, Ignatius?
I'm going to go looking around for a sign that says janitor's closet.
Janitor's
And
closet?
yeah, and if I can find any member of the custodial staff, I want to see if we can get the name of the custodian that found the bodies, so that even if he's not on site, we can maybe follow up and track him down or her down later.
Perfect. So, in reverse order now. Ignatius, give me a investigate a mystery. 9, mixed success. You are able to find uh, a broom closet, for lack of a better term, filled with custodial supplies, brooms, mops, cleaning supplies. And on the back wall, you see a like a clipboard, and when you pull it down and you look at it, you see it's the schedule. And you notice last night, um, there was a woman. It just says Miss Pottage, Pottage, was on staff at 2 a.m. last night. So that would have been the custodial staff that presumably found the bodies this morning.
All right, well, I got the name of the janitor. I don't think she's here anymore, but I don't know.
And
Let's see if we can.
you do get the name. You do get the name of the other of the custodial staff on who are scheduled this today right now for the morning shift in the building.
All right, like maybe when as we work our way upstairs, if we come across any of the currently staffed janitors, we can ask about the location of, if anyone knows where Miss Pottage lives, because I don't know, like she used to babysit me when I was like a real little kid, and I've been trying to track her down for years, and it just so happens that I'm on campus today. I was hoping to see her, but she's not here right now. So if we run into anyone else, that's gonna be my cover story.
Okay,
Perfect.
Nice.
good. It's good to have a plan.
Radrill, as you walk up to the placard that has the buildings, the suite numbers and yada, 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 you see that Dr. Wellsworth, her office is on the third floor. And you can see that the third floor is everything okay? What?
No, yeah.
You see that the third floor has numerous labs on it. It's clearly like she has her office there, and then it that whole floor is sectioned off into numerous like labs there for
So
research
there's
purposes.
basically a bunch of labs and then her office.
Yeah, which is probably a lab.
Fair enough.
Foreshadowing.
Radriel doesn't consider itself to be very good with people, so it's hoping that somebody else will come with it before it goes up. So it's gonna go and try and find the others.
Okay. Dr. Saunders, give me roll manipulate someone.
Oh, I was afraid you're gonna say that.
Are you also not very good with people?
Hey, yeah. Let me just do this. My daughter's texting. 1 second.
No worries.
Seems to be a problem up there. You know what? Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Just hold that
No.
thought. All right, thanks.
Bio break, everybody. Be right back.
Did you have good holidays?
Yeah, I went to go see my dad down in North Carolina,
Nice.
and yeah, it was pretty sweet. I had a good time, but yeah, happy to be home and back in the house and stuff like that. How about you? What did you guys get into?
It was good. It was quiet here, because I'm gonna go and actually celebrate with my family this coming weekend. Um, but I wanted to wait to get the booster and we only got it recently, so um but Michael's birthday is New Year's Eve, so that was a lot of fun. I baked a cake, which I've actually never done before. I don't
Mhm.
really cook or bake. And it was cool. It was a nice birthday, I think.
Yeah, I like a low key birthday
Mhm.
personally. Um, it's hard though. Like my birthday is also like right before Christmas.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, I mean it's difficult growing up, It's like always like, oh, it's your birthday and no one cares because it's New Year's Eve or it's Christmas or
Mhm.
whatever. But I think it makes it easy to celebrate now. Where you traveling?
Down to Pennsylvania. Basically the same area where we're playing. My family lives in Milesburg and it's about a 10-minute drive to State College.
Oh, okay. I think we just kind of came through there on our way back because it's
Probably.
like, yeah, because it's like west of Wilkes-Barre, right? State
Mhm.
College.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it basically is right smack dab in the middle, and a lot of different main roads like the 89 and the 80 go right through it.
yeah, yeah. We had we had a couple extra days on the way back because of the storm, but
Yeah, that sucks.
it was crazy. But yeah, when we made it back to Maryland, like it was kind of like it was funny because in Virginia it was total chaos, and then you went 15 to 20 miles north, and it was like it barely snowed.
Oh
Um,
wow.
And it's like nothing ever happened.
Pretty crappy
But
out there right now, in my opinion. Everything's icy. I hate it.
oh yeah, I almost ate it walking the dog so many times today.
Ouch.
Oh, you're not gonna tell him.
Oh, yeah, okay. I did also actually I did go into a ditch. I was debating it, but I didn't want to take up too much time if Brian was about to come back. But yeah, no, I did. I actually went into a ditch trying to get up the hill to get out of our little community, and I had to wait about an hour and a half for a tow truck to get me out. I tried to get out, but everything I did just made it worse. A lot
Oh my
worse.
god, that was today?
This morning.
Oh my god.
I'm used to having studs from Alaska, and I put more faith in my Blizzaks than they deserved. I did not realize that they are useless on ice. They are totally useless.
Yeah, yeah, snow tires, not ice tires.
Mm-hmm. The studs just bite right the fuck in, and they're like, "What ice? What? This just feels normal." And it's like they're just walking. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have like my winter running shoes, and you actually put screws into them. It's like the same. It's like almost the same thing as ice tires. So I've been walking in those just so I can get around today without eating shit. I have we both have a pair of crampons for hiking, but you can't wear those on concrete. Like they're
No.
really like
Yeah.
they're quarter-inch steel teeth. So they're good for the trail, but they're no good for the sidewalk.
Right. No, I used to wear those in Alaska too.
Yeah, when it was icy, I wouldn't even go outside without putting those wrapping that shit around my shoes, the coils or whatever with the.
Hmm.
I had a set of boots that just always had them on, basically.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Am I still making that roll? Manipulate somebody?
Yeah. Unless you.
Okay. Mixed success.
So, Dr. Saunders, you kind of gather the group back together again, and you walk up to the. Well, actually, I'm gonna let you. What? How would you choose? How would Dr. Saunders choose to go to the third floor, assuming that's your destination? I guess. What is your destination?
Well, I guess we're gonna go to the third floor. I guess we might as well just go straight into the lines, then, so to speak. See how far we can get. Is there? I would probably go a little bit of a surreptitious way. Maybe instead of just going, maybe we'll go.
My Discord just reboot.
Um,
That
Did
was
somebody
weird.
disconnect?
My Discord just reboot for some reason.
oh my!
No, I don't want
Oh,
accessibility.
sorry.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
What? That was weird. Anyway, I apologize. What did you say, Brian? You would pick a more surreptitious route than just going in the front door, right? So to speak.
Yeah, I think we would take like a stairwell, right? It would ask them because this way we could get a little farther, and if somebody questions us, just say, "Oh, I thought I knew the way in, and kind of got turned around. I'm not in this building a lot." Yada yada yada.
Perfect.
There
I
you
was
go.
actually going to say this, but Radriel decided to walk away. But Radriel, while you were looking at that sign, it also had all the it had a bunch of the egress signs for like fire escape and et cetera, et cetera. And you did
Huh.
notice that there was actually a specific fire escape for the third floor.
Mm.
Ooh. Okay,
That
good to know.
may not have the same level of uh, patrolling, I guess, as the other more main methods of egress, either the main stairwell here in the building or the elevator. Words. I do words good with brain part.
And
Okay.
But yeah, you can convey this information, Radrail, to
Oh yeah, I'll mention it.
Dr. Saunders, and
There is a fire escape on the third floor, which could both be a way for us to kind of sneak in, and could be a way that perhaps a summoner of wild animals could sneak out. I don't know.
Yes, that is astute observation. Let us go forth.
that's how the Tiger King escaped. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
So you guys want to try and use the outdoor fire escape to get to the third floor?
Oh, it's outdoors.
Yes, I apologize. I probably should have mentioned that. Yes, it's the
Oh.
outdoor fire escape.
That's gonna be a little tricky to explain while we're going outside.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe we should take a more normal way as a plan A.
Yes, I believe so. Yes,
And
I was looking
consider,
first.
yeah.
Yes, let's not do. Yeah, let's do. I believe that's a good call. Right? You don't want to just.
So what is your plan A then?
I think our plan
Is
A. Sorry, go ahead.
no. You go ahead, please.
I think it is to walk in the front door.
Well, yeah,
Is
but
there
does
some
that mean
way?
an elevator or stairwell? I guess. 'Cause-
Stairwell.
Let's do a stairwell. Yeah, let's do an
Yeah.
inside stairwell that we could possibly go through.
Yeah. You're 7. Yeah. The guy on the first floor. He's real passive, and you like. I need to show these. I have some prospective students I want to show around. I know it's a bad time, but this is the scheduled time, and it's the only time they're gonna get. So we have to do it now, or they have to fly home and not have this experience. So, and the guy's just like whatever and lets you through because you seem like staff. You dress the part. Yeah, I mean, you literally are. You are faculty. I mean, your credentials are legit. They seem like younger folk, I guess. Ignatius especially.
I wish to be an adult learner.
Do you say that to the police
I
officer?
will. I will
Very
say that.
astutely at them. I wish to be an adult learner. Like just out of while Dr. Saunders is going through this spiel.
Spiel, yes. Be an adult learner.
I'm going to be an adult learner. Isn't that right, Dr. Saunders?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, he just kind of rolls his eyes at this comment from Radrill and but yeah, no, you guys can make it up the stairwell. You make it to the third floor. The problem is that the third floor is pretty much completely like there's tape everywhere. There's fuzz everywhere. People wandering around with baggies of evidence, locker type things, and
How far is the stairwell from the office?
So during all of this, as you kind of emerge from the stairwell, all three of you see this woman just pass by you, ignore you like you don't exist, and just she starts screaming at one of the police officers. I assume like some kind of CSI types with gloves on and things. Just holding an evidence bag, and she is just lacing him. You cannot take this out of this lab. You have no right to take this. The whole spiel about, what you guys need to get out of here. We're trying to do research here. You're interrupting everything. There's time set, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Just really lacing into all of the faculty, or not the faculty, all of the law enforcement officers that have so invaded her space.
I think we found the doctor.
You would immediately recognize this to be Dr. Emily Wellsworth, from the picture you got from faculty, from the faculty internet.
You're not sharing your screen anymore, Michael, if you wanted to do
Oh
that.
no, I'm not sharing my screen. What do you mean?
Well, I don't see it. Maybe I should.
Oh, maybe I'm not.
I think because of your Discord
Oh,
booting.
right. You're right. I was still recording, thankfully, though. So I'm so angry. I got the end. I'm gonna digress for a minute. I was talking to Grace about this today. That end scene, I wanted that end scene so bad. I had it in my head like this big scene where all of you, have this big there's this big pseudo confrontation. However it resolves, it resolves. But there's this confrontation in the middle of that field, and you guys did it, and it was cool, and it was awesome, and there was big magic and fucking everything. And I got none of the last 45 minutes of that session.
Oh no.
I was so fucking pissed.
Oh
Out
man.
of storage or something, right?
Yeah, because I had it saved into the wrong device.
Oh no. Fucking technology.
Right? Anyway. So the police officers are, the law enforcement officers are a little distracted at the moment but also so is Dr. Emily Wellsford. You guys can kind of surreptitiously make your way around
Yes.
the building.
Yeah, we're gonna since she's heated and there's this lull in the action, I look to Radriel and we say, this should be our time. We should kind of like
Mm-hmm.
utilize this distraction. Because you can't talk to her now, she's just enraged, so no make
So
no
are we
sense.
gonna go to her office? Or try to go to the lab where I feel like the lab with the bodies is probably very vigilant.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think maybe we should go towards her office, see what we can see along the way.
Yes, and you can tell us about these labs along the way, just quietly, to be respectful.
Hmm.
Informing us prospective students and all that.
Yes, he'll make up some kind
I
of
forgot the ruse. The reason
yeah.
we're
But
here.
how is Saunders? I guess we have to have some. I guess I would have to either Radriel would be some kind of contemporary, either a relative or a. Let's to get our story real quick. How would I be involved? Basically, the English department or theology department getting involved in the science. Um, I guess maybe I'm a
Oh,
long
you're
lost
trying about the
uncle.
story you want to give Emily, or who's the story for?
No, we'll Radriel just said, and to talk about the labs, like we're I guess have this kind of banter going back and forth. Is that right? Interpreting correctly?
Yeah, basically. The other story we have also is Ignatius is wanting to find Miss Potter.
Oh, that's
We could
okay.
we
Yeah,
could
how do
lean
we?
into that and you being a faculty member as well. We've got options, is what I'm saying.
Okay,
We got options.
all right. So just the
Yeah.
surface is surface is just Saunders bullshitting his way through, showing that as we walk, so people don't kind of maybe don't draw attention to us. Like, oh, this is
Right. We
research is
clearly belong here.
yeah. We act like we belong there, and he'll just try to put on this air of yes.
I mean,
This
nobody's
goes
nobody's gonna pay you any attention that way. You know what I mean?
exactly. Yep.
Like, act
Mhm.
like you belong. It works. And if you guys, if that's your approach, act like you belong, then you guys can, you make it to Dr. Emily Wellsworth's. I'm just gonna keep saying the full damn thing. Office. It has the plaque, whatever, professor, whatever. But you find conveniently that her key carded door is slightly ajar because it seems like she left it in kind of a hurry.
Well, let's just whoops. In we go.
I thought this was my office.
It's not my office.
Easily mistaken.
As you enter the room, it is effectively as much an office as it is its own kind of research lab. There is medical equipment, computers, there's stuff going on. In my mind, it's got this classic like cinematic where there's computers beeping and booping and things are scrolling across screens and quote unquote research is happening. And but you can see in one little alcove where it's clearly her research computer, her desktop, where she writes papers and stuff like that.
Well, we might as well do a little snooping while we're here. Guess we all kind of snoop. But keep an eye on the door.
How long did it take us to get from the stairwell to here? Like, how far away?
Oh, right. I
Is
should tell
she?
you guys. I forgot to tell. This is a very important aesthetic thing you need to put into your brain. These labs are built like fish bowls, and it's all windows everywhere. Basically, at waist height, it's windows to the ceiling.
So the room we're in is all windows as
Correct.
well? Okay, so we're obviously in her office.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys are definitely obviously in her office.
Well,
I
her office is
apologize
part
if
of
you
the
want to
lab.
retroactively change your approach. Feel free. I apologize. It's kind of an important nuance.
Well, the way I interpreted it was her office is the lab. Like, she has a little space. Is it closed off in any way? I would guess her office would be somewhat private from the lab. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
imagine her. I should have made a quick map, but I imagine one main thoroughfare that branches off into multiple labs, all glass lined, and then hers is, yeah, she has like a section of the first lab on the floor. Suite 1. She has a bit sectioned out, but it is also still windowed. It's just a little more sectioned off.
Well, I guess we'll do what we can quickly. Keeping an eye on the door. I guess we can feign. We got turned around and with all the hullabaloo. We
And
realized it
I
was a private.
knocked something off of the desk, so we were leaning over to get that. I can
Yes.
be really clumsy.
You guys are such little snoops.
It's
Yeah.
for the greater good.
Yes.
Well, as long as you're having fun.
So that's what we'll do. We'll see what's coming up on the computer screens, paperwork, any calendars on the desk. The whole cinematic snooping.
Investigate a mystery, unless
Yeah.
unless you
Let's
think
do
act under pressure is more appropriate.
Well,
excuse me.
I guess we're investigating. Right? I don't know.
I would say investigate mystery. Yeah.
Are you cooler or sharper?
Actually, I'm gonna wait on your roll real quick. Ignatius, what are you doing when all this is happening? When you guys break into this? I'm sorry, don't break in.
It was a jar, and we
It was a
wished to
jar.
wait for her respectfully in her office, and then I accidentally knocked something over.
I'm gonna like look at whatever's on the tables. I'm gonna be looking at my phone. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take my phone out and I'm gonna shoot video and photos of
Oh my
everything that's
goodness.
open
Perfect.
and
Yes.
around. So if we get busted, I can look back and watch my video in slow motion
Yes.
and maybe see what's going on. But I'm gonna do it like nonchalantly. Like I'm gonna pretend like I'm on the phone while I actually shoot video of everything I can.
Good.
One of my characters, Spencer Gobb, would be incredibly proud of you right now, Ignatius.
Very smart.
Always
Very, very smart.
collect all evidence.
Mixed success 8. My investigative mystery.
Unfortunately, you exhausted your attempts with password 1234, password 12345, and then it locked you out, and you're like, I fucking hate computers.
Yeah, I do.
And then so as you kind of shuffle through the papers, one really strikes out at you. You're not really sure why, but it really piques your interest. It's a recent artifact that was collected from South Africa. It has like this. Go ahead.
As I'm reading, I'm gonna be inspired by Ignatius, and I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Perfect.
Okay, but I'm gonna continue to read as I do. So, artifact from South Africa.
Yeah, it looks like it's this carved rock formation, but it was they found it. It was like it's like this rock made out of like rock. It's a container, and the lid has this kind of ornate, almost if you were to give it a look, almost lizard-like appearance. And when they it was cataloged as having something inside of it, and that's why it was sent here. But when it was taken out of crates and unboxed, it was found that it was empty.
Mm.
It's the lizard people. The lizard people ate the students.
It's the Slee Stack. I knew Land of the Lost had some bases.
So, as you are finally reading this note, excuse me.
Shit, I knew
Oh,
it.
Ladria was keeping watch. That
Oh, I'm
was
sorry.
her function. Its function.
Yes.
So, Radriel, you will see this haughty woman come storming down the hallway. At first, she's looking kind of at the floor in a sullen, kind of annoyed, "Oh, motherfucker." But then she clearly catches three human beings, one of them recording everything they see. A young
Would she
person.
warn us? Wouldn't she warn us first?
No, absolutely. I'm saying Radriel will see this.
Oh, see, okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
I guess at what point do you warn them? Like you would see.
as soon as I see that Emily is on her way, if I see that.
Fair enough. Then while she is, I don't know what you guys do, but in the like the 10 seconds it's gonna take her, the 10 to
I will
15
start
seconds it's gonna walk
chastising
her.
Ignatius. How could you be so clumsy? Oh my goodness. Oh, or I would say, oh my goodness, I'm so clumsy. I can't believe I did that. Oh, Ignatius, can you help me? You know, just creating this like overly theatrical, scooping up papers, whatever Radul kind of, knocked over. I'm picking it up and trying to straighten it out, and I'm just actually acting all clumsy and befuddled and embarrassed.
What are you doing in my office?
Oh, does
I thought
Radul
this
say
was
something?
the-
She's
She will immediately address Dr. Saunders. He looks like the only
Oh.
person of responsibility in the room.
Oh, forgive me. We were papers. We came in. Nobody's here. Of course, we knocked on the door. Nobody answered. The door was open. We just peeked in because I thought this was a laboratory. I knocked over some of your papers. I'm so sorry.
Yes,
Forgive me.
I noticed that you were in my office. That doesn't really explain why you're in my office. You did explain how you got here, however. That was
I thought it was part of the lab, but we have a prospective student and prospective enrollee here, and you know how schedules are. I know these are tough times and difficult situations, and he's just blathering on like, "Oh,
Really the only time we could come out.
yes,
And we
come
were
out
hoping
and
to
do
hear
this."
about what we
Mhm.
could learn at these labs
roll and
what.
manipulate someone and roll a help out.
Oh no, who? Oh, me help out.
Saunders roll and manipulate with
Oh boy.
advantage,
Oh,
actually,
no.
not advantage,
Oh,
with a +1.
Okay, so it's charm.
okay. Help out is cool.
Oh, I failed. Even with a +1, I failed.
I'm gonna roll it anyway.
So you got 4.
Hey, I helped you fail though.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna try to manipulate her by like busting out some amazing xenobiology knowledge, or at least my
Oh.
version of xenobiology knowledge,
Yes.
by referencing
Saunders
Go
is
ahead.
floundering.
the xenomorphs, and with success.
Get out of my office. Mr. Saunders,
Yes.
get out of my office and
I
take
apologize.
these people with you.
It's
Yeah.
Dr. Saunders, actually.
He just lets it slide because it's just like, all right. He just looks around. Joe's like, thank you, but we'll try to be humbled. So he'll put the papers back. He'll apologize.
My office is not part of the tour.
Oh well, that I know. Thank you for that piece of information.
Yes, our apologies. Peace be with you.
Yes. We'll just hastily exit.
Dr. Saunders, you get the impression that this isn't typical Emily Wellsworth. This is
okay.
duress Emily Wellsworth.
And with that knowledge, he won't, will just be chastised, duly so, and expeditiously proceed out.
Mea culpa.
Mea culpa.
Mea culpa.
So, but you were kicked out of her office. I mean, that is the end result. You were immediately, and the door slams shut behind you guys. She does not want.
Don't break the glass. My rule doesn't say that. That's just me being catty. Sorry.
I was gonna say, if you actually say that, she might just flip you off through the window. Spend that kind of morning. But the law enforcement officers are roaming around. You guys they do notice you and the commotion. I mean, I don't think they're gonna take any action on it. But they did look up and they do see you now wandering around the floor.
We could act indignant and oblivious and try and get information out of them by asking them what's going on. What's the problem? Has something happened?
Why not? Let's go for it.
I think Iggy should do that because
yes,
he's better with people, a lot better.
Do your thing. Do your charming little junior in a high school thing.
Yeah, the face of this group is a teenager.
Yes. We need your services.
Well, I'm going to go up to the cops and ask, what is all this? What are you guys doing here? Is this always this much security? Like, this is crazy. That's it. Manipulate someone.
Wow.
Ignatius, is that you?
That's...
Martha turns around in her day job uniform, of her side job uniform of being a campus police officer.
That's awesome.
Martha, what are you doing here?
Well, I mean, you got to make ends meet. I mean, the house might be free, but I got to pay for food.
But I mean, what are you doing here? Like, why are there police officers here?
She's gonna lean in real close and whisper to you, Ignatius. She's gonna tell you, the bodies were found, with these deep claw marks, like 2 to 3 inches long, dragged through their bodies. The bodies themselves looked masticated to some degree. Organs had been eaten. And she's gonna lean in real close. And all of them were missing their livers. Every single one. All 3. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. All 3. Some of them were missing. A couple were missing hearts, lungs, but all 3 were missing their livers. It's a weird voice. It's not her voice.
Can we move up now with Ignatius? Is that possible?
You would see Martha turn around, yeah. So if you guys do want to huddle around.
Yeah, let's huddle.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, is it like they were clawed out, or?
What's the word? Pathology? I want to use right words, but it's probably. She's like, she'll say that she's not a doctor, but she heard that the organs looked like they had been ripped out. The flesh was literally torn, arteries torn, not bitten so much, but torn.
Like they were eaten.
Yeah.
Why the liver specific? Grotesquely intriguing to only go for. Right? It was the liver that was ripped out.
Of every single one. The multiple organs were missing from all of
Right.
the corpses, the bodies, but the only steadfast one, or the only one that each one had missing, was the
Was
liver.
the liver?
Was the liver. Yes, Red Real?
Do we know what they were studying when they died?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm going to be honest, had you rolled better with Emily, you probably would have found out. But
We are not good with people. I
No.
think I've said this.
unless you
Two
run
of us
into old
are very bad.
friends.
You mean
You
unless
don't think this
Iggy-
has anything to do with those raccoons or all that crazy
Well-
business in the field? I gotta get water. I'll be
Boss.
right back.
I think everything's connected now. Yes, it seems this way. There are forces we don't know about. Yes.
Guys, we got this cute little thing though. I have to show you. It's like, oh no, it'll blur it. Sorry.
It's blurred,
says-
yeah.
It's got the UFO over, like X-Filesy, and then it just says
Yeah.
"Get in, loser."
I love it.
It's pretty cute. So
Maybe we could. Well, Michael already said that. We could ask Martha what does she know what they were studying. Well, maybe she could ask one of her detective colleagues.
It matches my Believe shirt that I'm wearing right now.
I love that shirt.
Did you have the art?
I did, but my camera's all blurry.
Let's see, this will show up.
I love it. Yes, I have a thing for novelty T-shirts.
Same.
Yes, that's why I wished I lived in a warmer climate because I'd wear them all the time.
Yeah, but it's more special when you get to.
This is true. Very true.
So we kind of blew it with the professor. We found some good stuff with Martha. Do you guys have any other questions?
Yes. Just gonna punch Ignatius like playfully in the arms. Surprising me every moment, young lad. Anyway, I'm gonna ask Martha. Martha. What if I have a? Let's not say.
Yeah.
Oh, Sylvester the cat. It's Martha. Martha.
Yes, child.
She is a uniform campus cop.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, everything like you said about connecting with the raccoons. He goes, I think everything can be connected. And we're gonna need your help. You might be an integral part of this. If you could do it, as they say, on the down low, maybe ask one of your investigative colleagues to see what they were studying before when they were discovered. Is that something you could perhaps do for us?
I mean,
That's just a harmless degree.
I can certainly ask, but I can't tell you, Dr. Saunders. They found like tracks leading out of the lab here.
But it had to go somewhere. Do you know where? This is intriguing. If they did this to, who knows? The thing is running amok. So I'm trying to sense of urgency, trying to create here.
No, she will tell you. It seems like it actually escaped out the third floor fire escape.
Aha!
And that they found some kind of trail. It looks like it left. And as she mentions this, as you see someone walking by with like a specimen bag, and it's got like these green scales to it.
How close are they? So like Ignatius, I'm like nudging him or like making a motion to take a picture. Take a picture.
They're walking right. I mean, they're walking. They're breezing by.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
not saying they're running, but
Damn
they're
it.
walking right by you guys.
Shit.
Like while you're
Okay.
kind of talking in the hallway.
I have saved it to my memory, however.
Okay. Well done.
Listen, you guys better get out of here. I don't know how much information. I really, if anything
No.
comes up, I'll definitely message you.
I'll give her my business card
Mrs. Carr.
because he's old fashioned.
I'll add
He's
it to
got a
my
business card.
collection because she already
Oh,
has
well.
one. I believe you gave her one last time.
Oh, I did. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes
Does
I forget. So forgive.
Martha? Do you know Mrs. Pottage, the
Mm.
janitor, the night janitor?
We have not been able to. Apparently, she left. She just mighty fried, I guess, and so she left campus early. They said they interviewed her, but she was very distraught. So they let her. They let her go home, and they intend to have interrogate her later this evening.
Do you know where that is by any chance?
Miss
Yes.
Potter's home? No, sir. I don't. I do not know where she lives.
Mm.
Should be able.
Hmm.
We should check the trail before it gets too destroyed. How's the weather? Is it cold and sunny, brisk? Is it?
I will say that. Yeah, overcast, kind of
Okay.
brisk. Not raining. Not like anything's gonna.
Let's see if we can pick up the trail. At least kind of figure it out before the weather deteriorates it.
Sure.
I learned that watching CSI. See, sometimes watching reruns on a Christmas break, to put the brain in idle for a bit.
Absolutely.
Is that good? Does that sound like a plan, everybody?
I think so. Yeah. Follow the
Okay.
trail.
Let's go.
Um,
Thank you, Martha. It's been wonderfully helpful.
Of course.
if we get to the fire escape, is there like, for example, any flattened foliage outside? I don't know.
So I guess that's my question. I was gonna ask: are you guys trying to do this investigation further inside the building? Or are you trying to leave and do outdoorsy investigation now?
We're going to do outdoorsy, right? Because Ignatius videoed the lab. I took a picture of the document I was reading.
Mhm.
So I think we should strike before the weather turns.
Yeah.
And maybe we could pick up a trail. Perhaps that would be the plan.
Hmm. Strike while the iron is hot.
Yes, I think we've worn out a welcome inside.
A little bit. A little bit. I don't know what we did wrong.
That's just being our charming selves, I guess. Everybody's a little tense.
What you did? You mean with Emily?
Yeah, it's everybody.
Radville has no idea what went wrong there.
Are you implying just because she doesn't understand the social norms, like being in someone's
Yeah.
office? Right.
Yeah, pretty
Perfect.
much. Yeah. She kept the lookout though, because I mean, she
You did
did at
good.
least understand that maybe the person, but she thought that if we smoothed it all over, then the person would understand. You know.
Yeah.
So, are there any crumpled foliages out there?
Yes, we were going to go outside.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly isn't going to take too much investigation on your part. The cops are also kind of on this lead. Like like I said, they were taking scales out in the specimen bag thing, and you see that they have cordoned off what looks to be, like a sewer drain. But it's like one of those flat, kind of flat ones. It's opened up, but it's real flat and narrow. So you aren't really sure how any great monster could get into it, but you do see that they seem to be looking at it with great interest. Like this is like where they feel, at least the police officers feel. And you, by all accounts, it does look like the grass is, smushed all in that direction, and
it's all cordoned off, correct?
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I could try. Do like I did before, do a little bit of divination. Let's see.
Maybe we should
Observe.
go
Go ahead.
somewhere. Maybe we should go somewhere less.
Yes, get out of the public eye. Like try to
Yeah.
observe that area from another time. So maybe we should go quiet place of the campus away in case something goes amiss.
Yeah.
Does that sound good to everybody?
I'm just wondering if we should try to track Emily. Like, I know we got off to the
Yeah.
wrong foot, but like, she definitely knows more about what we're chasing than anyone else. And I'm wondering if we can stalk her outside the building and
Mm-hmm.
try to meet her on more neutral grounds than in her office.
I think so. That would be applicable. I'm still gonna try though. This way, if I glean something, I can have some ammunition, like to use again, not against her, but leverage. Just, I don't know,
So
because something is with that document. I think she's complicit in at least something. I don't know how wholly complicit. I don't know. I think this. I just want to have a lot of information to you.
yeah.
So I'm gonna use magic to observe from a different place in time. Mixed success. So that would be what's my um the effect is of a short duration.
As you kind of reach over and massage some of the lawn, right? Some of the
Mm-hmm.
and kind of go into your trance like state. You have another flash. I mean, it's worked so far.
Yeah.
You have you have this
Mm-hmm.
transcendental moment, and you go into this first person point of view, and it's something else's body, not someone else's, but something else's body that
Mm-hmm.
you're channeling now, and you feel this hunger and this need inside of you. It's like when you crave something and you don't know why. You're like, I need a marshmallow. I don't know why I need a marshmallow, but I need a marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that, and you get that very explicit feeling, and you don't know how to place. You don't know what this flavor is, what this thing is your mouth is desiring, but uh, you feel it so deep and strong. And during this quick vision, you see the just a creature like you, the being lashing at three humans, and just haphazardly tearing at their bodies, ripping them open with claws and eating their organs in this frenzy of need to feed.
Now, can I differentiate what kind of claws? Is it, I'd say, reptilian? Is it mammal? You know what I mean? Does it look like a distinguishable claw as I'm in that first person point of view when it slashes the students? Do I see scales? Is it lizard, reptilian? Is it something identifiable?
Is it
The
green?
green? Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, I would give you, yeah, they're like these long talon like claws.
Mhm.
um I want to say, yeah. That intro, the introduction to Jurassic Park when they're at the archaeology site, and
Mhm.
he's telling that little kid, he's freaking out the little kid. He's like, and it comes at you with this claw, and he takes that claw
Right.
out of his pocket, and he like fake rips his guts. It's like a claw like that size, and you see these claws
Okay.
that are like 2-3 inches long, or like these reptilian claws rip this person's torso
Mhm.
open, and the feeding, you can feel the feeding. And then in the vision, when they get to one of the livers, you feel that sated sensation where the hunger abates just for like a tiny little bit until you move on to the next victim.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So our suspicions are confirmed, as Ignatius pointed out. Lizard people, lizard creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And indeed, is a reptilian creature. Is it something ancient or terrestrial or extraterrestrial?
Well, so you wanted to try and accost Dr. Emily
Cost.
Well,
Wellsworth?
she may see it that way. We are hoping not that she will not. But I think we were thinking that maybe we could still make an inroad there, especially if we're not, surprising her in her office when she's already yelling at people,
Do we?
right?
Yeah. Do we? That makes sense. Do we hit her up with what we know? I mean, do we drop the ruse of students and just kind of confront her with what we know? Ish.
What do you think, Iggy?
I'm thinking that I might just run back upstairs
Mm-hmm.
and while she's in the office, use my trust me ability, in which I tell a normal person the truth in order to protect them from danger. And since we kind of got the impression that she was under duress, maybe if I tell her that, like, that we're really, these monster hunters, maybe, she'll kind of drop her ruse of whatever's distressing her, and we can learn a little bit more about the lizard people and how to find them on their big rocks basking in the sun, and eating flies or whatever it is that they do as giant lizard people. On a miss, they're going to think that I'm crazy and maybe dangerous too. So, I mean, it's not really any worse off than we were before.
Exactly. We already called that bridge burned until you
Well,
mentioned
So,
trying again.
if we're gonna do that, let's wait till she's away. Wait for like she has no means. Like if we approach her out of the office, kind of in a semi-public area, you know what I mean. If you fail, you're like security, police, then we have a whole mess. But if she's coming out, maybe her defenses are down. Um, what about that? If we kind of get her away from her surroundings, where she feels authoritarian. She has a lot of authority there. So she's out of her element, so to speak. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you folks think?
Discussing this, you see Dr.
can't really hear Michael.
Yeah, Mike,
My apologies.
Mike is.
Do you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
As this is all going on, as you guys are having this discussion out in like the front lawn, you see Dr. Emily Wellsworth walking out, presumably towards one of the parking lots. You can
Boom.
even hear her kind of muttering to her, "I'm not gonna get any fucking work today. My goddamn." She's just like,
Oh.
"This day is a wash. I'm gonna lose so much work." She's clearly in this melancholy, Charlie Brown mood.
Aw, womp womp.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. I think the time is now, Ignatius. Go do your thing.
All right. What could go wrong? Here we go.
My God, dude.
Poltergeist.
Wow. Nicely done.
So, hey, Doctor, what is it? Wellsford.
Wellsworth.
You
Emily,
again.
Emily. Hey,
You.
so I can't help but notice that you have like a giant lizard person problem, and it just so happens that me and my friends are expert giant lizard people hunters, and I'm just kind of curious. What are you working on? Like, I want to help you out. Like, how can I help you out? What is it that you were doing? What was this thing from South America?
South Africa.
South Africa.
Did I say America? I'm sorry. I meant
No, he
South
said
Africa.
South Africa. He said
I'm
so.
sorry. First of all, young man, it was South Africa, not South America. And second of all, because sorry, I should say she stands straight as an arrow when you mention, the lizard problem. Almost immediately she stops, she halts in place, stops walking, and as you're doing this speech, she kind of pivots around on a heel and looks you dead in the eye as you're giving this, and then that was her response. First of all, it was South Africa, not South America. And second of all, what? Because you just told her that you're monster hunters and lizard problems and um etc. Like what all do you tell her that you have a lizard problem? She's my character written down has be skeptical, help out is Dr. Emily Wellsworth. Um she I mean, you rolled a 10. She believes that you believe that you are monster hunters, and what exactly were you doing in my office? And she'll scan to the rest of you guys.
I
That
immediately look up at the clouds.
then she will then as her eyes like peer up from Ignatius, I assume a little bit. Wait, aren't you like 6'3" or some stupid number because you're like game? Anyway, I don't remember how tall you are. I thought you said you were like huge. I might be conflating. Anyway, she will scan over to Dr. Saunders, and if Radriel just looks away innocently, she will
Yeah,
she will deadlock on Saunders in this kind of poignant look of um you
Emily.
need to explain some of this kind of look.
So I'll just call her by her first name since she called me by Saunders. So I'll say Emily, and I will describe what my vision. Now I will say I had a vision, but I said we're looking for some reptilian, and I'll describe the claw and its predatory nature, and whatever information I got from that document, and then we'll discuss that it was kind of elementary to follow the trail to the sewer grating in the middle of the campus. So, you know, perhaps now it's your turn to come.
Do you mention the livers?
Yes, since we're all, I mentioned them. Yeah, specifically, that was taken as a liver. So apparently, we have intimate knowledge of what's going on. So we'll drop those news. All of us. So
Um, she will immediately like raise an eyebrow to the liver. Um, that's very odd.
yes. Do you have any insight to that? To what you're working on? Do
It
you
was
know
very
what you're working?
consistent.
Hmm.
A liver
Exactly.
from each one of them.
Hmm. She will go into this long biomedical spiel about nutrients and things that the liver provides, um, that organisms need, or like what. I mean, we all know what the function of a liver is to some
Hmm.
degree. But she will go into far more in depth at like what the liver truly provides on a biomedical basis and why a creature might seek out or have that kind of craving. Because I assume you describe this whole. I mean, I don't know how much you divulge. I guess ultimately, Dr. Saunders, like what you truly tell her, versus, how high level you keep it.
Well, I think
Um.
with the way Iggy just kind of said we're hunters and kind of just
Uh huh.
blurted it out,
Yeah.
I feel I will divulge to her because she's a colleague of sorts, and I know her demeanor is different from what she's displaying now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there'll be some kind of confidence, kind of between two colleagues, between two
Mm-hmm.
educators, and that's why he said, "Well, we'll just drop the ruse, and here it is, and
We've
just be matter
chosen
of
trust.
yes, that perfect." As my colleague Radri says, we've chosen trust. So perhaps you can afford us the same courtesy.
So, to give you a little glimpse into Emily's mindset, she
Mhm.
is a scientist. She's a skeptic at heart, and
Mhm.
but she's also a xenobiologist. She's seen and on occasion created some pretty crazy shit.
Mhm.
Like not just I don't mean crazy shit like crazy monsters, but like stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense, like creatures that don't make a lot of sense, like like those weird snails or whatever that live on those lava vents in the middle of the ocean. They don't really make it like
Mhm.
how does this creature exist in literal boiling water? It doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
Um, so she's seen some weird, biological things. So
Mhm.
although she's a skeptic at heart, but she's also seen shit. So she'll take it at face value for the moment.
Mhm.
You're compelling enough in it. The day's been weird enough, right?
Yeah.
That she's willing to swallow that pill.
Mhm.
Um, as you
Well,
go on,
so then why would a creature crave livers?
Mm.
see that's where I was using my hand waving
Oh,
biology
I'm sorry.
nonsense to try and give me
For livers.
at
I
least a
hear you.
session to do a Google search on things livers might something might want from a liver.
There's a lot of
High in
variables we
iron.
have to sift through. Iron? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Well,
Iron deficiency.
Mm.
Um,
some of their metal reptiles.
while this is happening, while you're having this conversation, both Dr. Saunders, your pocket, and Dr. Emily Wellsworth's pocket begin to buzz with
Oh
the
no.
campus
Mhm.
alert, and it says two more students. Actually, not even students. It's just two more people have been found on campus dead.
Mm. Is she holding anything back? Can we get that? Is she seem forthright enough, or is she
And
now
what
when
what do
she?
you? I guess the question is, what are you asking?
Because I don't know. All options have to be open. Is she? They got this artifact back from South Africa. It when they opened it up, it was missing. Um, hmm. I don't know. Is she trying to?
I mean, she's not an archaeologist. It was a weird sample. That's why
Mm,
it was brought to her. She doesn't really know
okay.
much
Right.
about the history and lore of like the
Yeah.
object that
Hmm.
she was given. Uh, it passed through hands to make sure that it well, ultimately it wasn't hazardous or anything like that. So
Okay. Okay. So she just okay. When she got it, it was when they unpacked, it was gone. So really, she has no. Okay.
I mean, they have the container ultimately.
Hmm.
Uh,
But when they cataloged it, there was supposed to be something inside, right?
correct.
Did they know what was supposed to be inside?
Um,
What
it
did I
was
ask her? I
claimed.
asked.
Yeah. The paperwork. She said the paperwork said it was supposed to be like tea leaves or something like that,
Well, okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
but not really
Hmm.
um something that would really super trigger. No.
I see.
Hmm.
But with that alarm, I'm gonna end tonight's session.
Okay.
If that's okay with you guys,
Sure.
with
Sure.
the campus alarm of two more people dying. Um, End of session.
Hmm. We
I
hear
hear you
you.
now.
Okay, now I hear you guys. Sorry.
That and you sound normal again.
Yay.
Oh, I bet it defaulted back to the cam mic when it came unplugged. Yeah, that's probably why it sounded weird. Yeah. Did you guys find a way to finagle an experience
No.
point? And you
I
guys
mean,
rolled pretty well
I'd say
too.
the existence of lizard people seems to be pretty important.
How is this? I wanted to go a little more low key on this mystery. So how is this particular session sitting with you guys? Are you
Yeah.
compelled?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we set up for a couple for a story arc, right? Like the first
Mhm.
episode's always like an introduction to like
Mhm.
Yes.
what's going on this time, and that's what we got into.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, I hope you guys ultimately had fun.
Always fun. Always a good time.
I hope the pacing was
Indeed.
okay. I hope you guys felt like you had actionable things to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it moved along. It wasn't really, it was that little twist with Martha being the
I love that. That was
camp.
because he rolled so well. You rolled so I was like, let's just fun
That's so
something
cool.
fun. I was
Yeah,
like,
that
let's
was
have
fun.
fun. I would just have Martha be the spirit. That's your day job.
Yeah, I
That's
like
awesome.
that.
Yeah.
Plus, it could be helpful in
Bravo.
the future.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. I
Absolutely.
was like, it's kind of a contact to the campus
Mm-hmm.
security and stuff like that. You can
Nice.
work that angle on occasion.
Yeah, I like that. Like it a lot.
Well,
Beautiful.
I hope you guys have fun. I recorded this
Thank
session.
you.
I have every intention of posting it, assuming everything recorded properly.
Yay.
And I will send it out to you guys. This isn't published or anything. It's unlisted, so it's just for us.
Cool.
But it's how I'm kind of note taking and stuff. So
Very nice.
it's
Thank
easy
you.
to take notes when you record the whole damn thing. So, but yeah.
All right, thank you, Michael.
Thank you guys
Thank
Thanks,
for hanging
everybody.
you.
out. I really
Good
appreciate it.
night.
Yeah, have a
Thank
good
Have a
one.
you.
good evening, guys.
Good
Night.
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 Bye.
I now see the people. Yeah.